Um, and I feel like with the Ace of Cups, it's going to be a new way because now you're so happy, you're feeling more content within yourself. You're going to be able to offer up love to other people, and you're going to have more love being drawn into you with the Ace of Cups that talks about a new beginning. So, yeah, for you guys who are single, you may have some love interest coming in to make some things known. Now, what I will say about for anyone that has excuse me, who's single and has a new love interest coming in, this person may be a little younger than you, and they may also be an air sign with the Page of Swords here. Um, what I feel is that this person coming in for the single ones may be a little immature. I'm gonna just tell you, this person may I feel like this person's a jokester or a prankster. They like to have a lot of fun, is what this person feels like to me. And then just maybe because they're a little bit immature than you. But I feel like they will be, if you're looking for a person to have a good time with, this is a person to hang out with. This is a pretty good person. They may have a propensity to lie, though. I'm just kind of tell you that. I don't know why I feel like that, or say little white lies. But regardless, this is not a person that I don't really feel like you could take seriously, but you could definitely hang out with them and just have some fun. They may not, I don't feel like they're there for the long haul. The swords have a very fast energy as well. And besides that, they could be a little immature, but nonetheless, it's I feel like you would have fun hanging out with this person. This is just a person that you can just hang out and do stuff with. Yeah, very lighthearted type energy is what they have. Now, for those who are in a couple situation, I actually feel like the same thing will apply for the Ace and the Ace of Cups and the Ten of Cups. With the Page of Swords, though, I'm actually looking like especially for my couples that are blended families, please pay attention to your kids with this reading. What I feel like it could possibly talk about is, I feel like there may be a little bit of jealousy on behalf of a child just because they don't really understand. They see mama or they see daddy, they're basking in this new love or whatever, and they may be feeling a little left out. This child could possibly be an air sign or an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, or a Gemini. But it's going to take the grounding of the parent to recognize this. I'm kind of looking at it as try not to get so consumed within each other that you forget about your surroundings. Because it's like I'm looking at this Ten of Cups here, and I just see two people, and in the traditional, it has like the mama and the daddy and the kids or whatever, and there's no kids in here. I see a cat, but there are no kids. So I just kind of feel like, it's okay to be basking in this newfound love or this newfound happiness or contentment that you have, but don't forget the other people around you. Especially the ones that are younger that may not understand that, because children sometimes they may see that mommy's a little happier now, or daddy's a little happier now, but especially for single parent homes, they could be feeling left out. So make sure that you include the child in all your adventures and things that you want to do. Make sure you offer up some love to this little baby here. I just keep seeing this as a child. You may even have some people looking. The page, and I can see this for both singles and coupled up people with the Page of Sword. Y'all may just have some people just lurking. This Page of Sword card always comes up to me most of the time, as people just being nosy. When you happy, people don't like to see when you happy. They love to see when you down and out. They look like they bask in it, but you're just like, you're feeling like blessed 10 times over, and not because of anything, but you're material wise, you're feeling blessed emotionally. You're feeling at peace within yourself. And then because you're feeling at peace within yourself, again, with the Ace of Cups, you're drawing love into you and you are attracting more love. And then, you can have this person here looking like, why the fuck everybody trying to worry about what they got going on? They ain't doing shit. Don't. You got some people going. I'm just telling y'all got some people gonna be lurking on your Instagram page, or lurking on your Facebook page, lurking on your Google Plus page, just lurking. Just, I wonder what they up to now. Don't do that. I'm not saying it's you, but I'm not saying it's you, but if it is you, Aquarius, don't do that, because it is a sword sign. It is a sword sign, but I don't feel like it's you. I feel like because you have so much good energy here, people just going to be trying to lurk and figure out what's going on, because it almost feels like you cracked the code in a sense, and they just see that you're just really happy. And people going to be talking. Let them talk. They ain't got shit else to do anyway but fucking talk. Let their ass talk. But anyway, so yeah, definitely a good thing. Pay attention to the babies. So people probably gonna be paying attention to you. And some new love may be coming in, or new interest, but I really don't think y'all going to be taking that person too seriously. It's too soon to see, but either way, you're going to be feeling balanced in yourself, which is better, way better than where you come from. So apparently y'all have been giving it up and turning it loose and letting, what doesn't fit you go. So definitely a good time, good way to start off the month in December. Second week, you have the Ten of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, and the Three of Cups. Now, what I feel with the second week coming in of December with the Ten of Swords, it's like, and it's right up under the Ten of Cups. And when you look at the Ten of Swords, especially in the traditional tarot deck, it looks like there's no positivity that could possibly come out of this, out of that card. And it just looks like overkill. It looks grotesque. It looks just like you reach rock bottom. And I look at the beginning of the second week of December, you starting off with the Ten of Swords right under the Ten of Cups. I'm looking at it as you're realizing those days are over. That makes you move like that right there. Yeah, you're seeing it. I don't really see this as one of those cards that make you, you're going to be suffering a loss. I don't feel like you're suffering a loss with this. I think you're realizing that the loss or the suffering of a loss is over. Okay, it's coming apparent to you now. And because it's becoming more apparent to you now, you have the Page of Pentacles coming in. The Page of Pentacles could be an energy, or it could be an actual person a little bit younger than you, or maybe maybe a child coming in. The pages a lot of times coming with messages or whatnot. And a Pentacles talk about Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. This could be, I feel like this is really someone kind of helping you to put things in perspective, getting you back grounded. Because I do feel like, it's funny, I feel like with the first week, because you have all these cups, all these emotions flowing, you may be a little flighty, okay? Your head may be up in the air just a little bit. You're just like, I found love, and yeah, it may be like that. But, you're going to have the page coming in saying, you know what, listen, it's over. I realize that I'm glad that you're in love, but you got to come down off your height, just a little bit. We need you down here. We need you two down here on Earth. Could be a kid. This may be that kid coming in the next week, voicing their concerns to you. I feel left out. I need time with you too. And I feel like, especially in a situation like that, you're going to be figuring it out how to incorporate and be able to serve everyone with the Three of Cups. That's y'all going out on a family outing here, being able to celebrate and doing things as a family. For those who are single, I look at it still very similar, is that you realizing that the negativity has left. It's done. And you're going to be looking forward to a new beginning, something more practical, something more stabilizing, a more stable future within yourself and your environment. And because that, you are able to let loose and go out and have some fun with your friends and talk and do that type of thing. Yeah, that's very, very, very good. So I feel like just keep yourself grounded. Don't worry about whatever everybody has to say, and try to include. When we're basking in this good energy, we want to include other people in this. We don't want to keep this to ourselves. And I just keep focusing on this little baby right here. Make sure you include the baby in your festivities while you're enjoying, while you're doing what you need to do. Okay. So for your chakra wisdom oracle card, impartiality. An impartiality card is talking about, again, like I say, it's really speaking to me with this with this child situation. If there's somebody that feels left out, even though you're having a lot of good energy, someone's feeling like they're not being included, you have to do what's best for everyone. That means being impartial, the greater good of the total situation. Let me get the book and just read you um, what impartiality talks about. And I know, and it's tied to the crown chakra, and that talks about having a unified consciousness and being inclusive, um, having a lot of unity. And I really do feel that for a family situation here. Impartiality. This is not a time to personally shine, but to allow others to come forth with their gifts. You may find yourself in the role of a neutral advisor. Hold the space for others to find their own answers. Advice may not be well received. Be unbiased now. And that's what it's saying. You may not be well received when this baby say, you know what, you always put him before me. Why does she always have to come over here all the time? I thought that we used to do these things together. Why is she always here? You know, you're gonna have to bring come down off the cloud and address some things. Get grounded here. And it's funny that I look at this page of sword and it had all this blue. This does talk about communications. Besides the fact that it's a sword, but it really speaks to someone maybe coming and saying something to you, or maybe a younger friend or something like that. Maybe your buddies if you're um, a younger Aquarius, but I do see someone coming in and voicing their opinions about this thing. Or and again, it may be to you or about y'all or you. So just understand that. But you know what? You have to take an impartial look. That's what this thing says about the inspiration behind this card, is take an impartial look at your situation. The action here is to listen and observe. If I take a step back from my present situation, what do I see? Can I be neutral? Allowing things to unfold and standing in another person's shoes. Uplifted communication. So yes, do that. And it says I quietly listen, allowing you to color your own palette. So as a mist forms, take a few deep breaths. Banana Beige, that's the person in the story. I should have told the story. Beckons you into the mist. When you are ready, allow your energy and knowledge in. If something happens, then allow it to happen. But you are to follow, not lead. Nothingness is the goal. Open your eyes when you are ready and thank Bahana for reminding you to be with yourself. So yeah, you're just you're coming into a very good space, and you want to keep that energy going, but just keep yourself grounded. This is very similar to, I think, Sagittarius in a sense. Just keep yourself grounded. But I feel like the difference between you and Sagittarius is, um, you're so ready to move forward, but I feel like you just need to just learn how to incorporate everyone into this thing. And the ones that are having some negativity to voice, you're not gonna worry about those people. You're gonna move forward and keep doing what you need to do. And by the end, you're gonna be celebrating. You're gonna be feeling better within yourself. You're gonna be having a better, more open and honest conversations with your loved ones and your families and your family and your friends. And you want to learn how to juggle. This talks about juggling to me, keeping things even. Not taking a side per se, not being biased, showing equal love, showing love to your mate, showing love to yourself, showing love to your children. Making it work and doing it from a very grounded point of view with this Page of Pentacles.